I'm Cullen from CullensABCs.com, and this week in our free online preschool, we are learning about the letter I, what it looks like, what it sounds like, and doing different activities along with that. So I thought it would be fun to paint with ice cubes. However, you do not need to use this painting with ice cube activity to go along with the letter I. It's just an idea I had. Here is a lowercase letter I. And here is an uppercase letter I. They will be on CullensABCs.com under patterns. Now, painting with ice cubes, like I said, it doesn't need to be on the letter I. It could be on a big, huge mitten or just a big piece of paper that you just want to paint on with ice cubes. Awesome. Go for it. Have fun with it, okay? So, let me tell you what you'll need to make these ice cubes that are filled with food coloring. Or watercolor. If you have watercolor in the big containers, in the big jars, you can use that as well. I'm using food coloring because that's what I have at home. Okay? So, ice cube trays like this. Now, if you don't have ice cube trays, just use some containers that you have at home and fill them with water in different colors. Okay? I'm going to use ice cube trays. You'll need some water, and you'll need some food coloring. Whatever kind of food coloring you have, the liquid kind works the, best, just because it's liquid and it stirs in. But if you have the pasty kind, you can use that as well and just stir that in with your fingers or a toothpick or something like that. Okay, so, and also some popsicle sticks. They don't need to be these fat ones. This is just what I had at home. The little thin ones work great. A stick, go outside and get some sticks. Whatever you can find that children can hold on to is great. So, what these will do is once you fill this up with water and the food coloring, then you can put these in. Of course, they'll just lay like that because it won't be hard when you put it in. It'll be just liquid. And so you can just lay them in there. And then what happens is when it's frozen, you can pull it out, and then the ice cube will be stuck to the popsicle stick, so then they have something to hold on to paint with, okay? That's the only purpose for these. So if you don't have any of those, and children don't mind getting their hands cold and wet and food coloring colors on their hands, then don't use the popsicle stick. They don't mind just using their hands to hold on to the ice cube. That's great. But that's the whole purpose of that. So just go ahead and put water in here. I would say like, 3/4 of the way full, if not maybe halfway or something. But just go ahead and fill it up with water, and then drop food coloring into each segment, okay? Now you can decide what colors you want to use. Do you want to use red, yellow, green, and blue? You can use all of the colors if you'd like, or you can just use some of the colors. It's up to you. Have children help you with this too. It's a great activity for them. You can put the water in a pitcher that has a spout on it, have them pour the water in. It's going to be messy, but it's super fun for them. It's great skill. And then have them take the food coloring and say, maybe you're going to say, well, we'll have four of these segments be red, 4 of these be yellow, 4 be green, okay? And have them just drop in the colors and count. So they're working on small motor skills by pouring the water in, by squeezing that, they're building those muscles in their hands by squeezing this. When they're dropping in the color, have them count how many drops go in. So they're working on numbers as well and counting and rote counting. These are great skills, okay? And then have them put the popsicle stick in each one, okay? And then when they're frozen, take them out, pull them out with a popsicle stick. You have to do it fast because they melt, of course. Pull them out. Put them in a bowl or a container or something like that on the table, and then have them paint the letter I, or just paint a big piece of paper or a big mitten or something like that. I hope that you enjoy this idea with children. Bye.